What's going on, YouTube? It's Steve JMO. It is the 6th, I believe. I believe it's the 6th. It might be the 7th. It's November. It's a couple days after election. Still don't know who the president is. It's just interesting, you know? Because you have everyone stuck in the right-left paradigm. The people on the right are claiming, you know, collusion and cheating and fake numbers, which anyone with common sense could tell you that was going to happen. And then you have the people on the left that are, he's just being a sore loser, this, that, and the other thing. You know, it's the ones who are the most guilty who make their plead the hardest. You know what I'm saying? They're always the first ones to respond, too. Very interesting how that works. Very interesting, but I want to address Operation Dark Winter. And real quick, that's what Operation Dark Winter, in my opinion, is probably going to look like, as I'm getting awesome looks by people. It's beautiful. I don't know if you guys caught that, but all the clouds that are black, they're blocking out the sun. That's Operation Solar Shield, but I mean, if they're up every single day like they've been for the last, I don't know, ever, like, maybe not ever, for the last like 4 years, they've been spraying the stuffing out of the Northeast. And ever since COVID or whatever, they've really been spraying the stuffing out of the Northeast. The other day, I was disheartened. The sky was worse than what it looked like just now, and there was planes. There was like 7, 8 of them, and in formation, just dumping whatever it is, those nanoparticulates, the barium, the strontium, the aluminum. And I'm like, what have we done? What have we done to deserve that? We've done nothing. We've done nothing but follow the plan. You don't step out of line. You know, that's how we got to where we are, people. That's how we got to where we are. And following the plan and waiting for John F. Kennedy Jr. and a quantum computer named Q. Like, I don't think we should be waiting for those things, you know? It's just very interesting, you know? It's just very, very interesting. But back to the whole Dark Winter thing, because that just opened a can of worms right there. Dark Winter, Operation Dark Winter was run in 2001. I cannot remember who presented it, but it was a tabletop exercise similar to Clade X, similar to Event 201. Talking about, this in 2001, by the way, a biologically released anthrax attack on the United States, where there was forced vaccines, mandatory, this, that, military, medical camps, whatever. You know, I had one of my buddies at work today. He doesn't know nothing about shit. He doesn't watch me. He doesn't follow anything. This dude looks at me today. He's like, if these Democrats get it, he's not in the system either. He doesn't care about left or right, but anyone can tell in America right now, if Democrats get in, here come FEMA camps. Here comes communism. Here comes socialism. If you don't want to get the vaccine, or if you don't want to do what they tell you to do, they have a nice cage for you. And we showed those. Go back in my live streams. We've showed those. I was quacking about Dark Winter 4 or 5 months ago. I was quacking about it before then too, but there's no real reason to quack about it. Now it's here. Dark Winter is upon us. It's November. The weather it's hit or miss. This morning it was 20 degrees. Now it's, let's see what it is. 66 degrees, of course. Of course, it's a great number. It's 66 degrees. I'm wearing shorts and a jacket right now. This is that get you sick weather. This is that make you think you have COVID weather. It's all the psychological operation. There is nothing happening. There is nothing happening besides people getting the flu and the cold. It's cold and flu season. Every year your body stores up toxins, stores up this from all that shitty McDonald's and Oreos we all eat. This is the time of year where it releases those toxins, the renewal process. And people are going nuts right now. I just drove by a COVID testing spot yesterday, maybe 2 days ago. There was literally over 200 cars there. There was over 200 cars there. When this first popped off, there was no one at these COVID testing sites. Not a single person. There was no one to the extent that us truth seekers were getting kicked off of campuses. We were getting chased off by the lot police, telling us not to come back because we were recording them and nothing was happening. That's because they tried pulling this shit in April and May when, no one has a cold or flu. You know what I'm saying? Now they're pulling it. They pulled it off then, and now it's just extended all the way to November. February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November. 9 months this shit has been going on, people. 9 months. Do you know anyone? I don't. And the stories I do hear that are easily proven wrong, they're over 75. Look at what the average lifespan is of an American right now. It's lower than 75. So if you have loved ones who are dying from COVID at 78, 85 years old, they're just dying. They're just dying. It's ridiculous. And for all these people, my friend's a nurse, or you don't see what I see because I'm in a hospital, and you're being either you're just really, really brainwashed and you're being duped at your work with people who just have a cold and they're getting you all frizzled and amped up thinking you're getting ready for war against an invisible enemy that doesn't exist, or you're in on it. That's simple. That's simple. Where are we, man? 2020. We knew it was going to be a trip, but left is right, right is left, dude. I know this means nothing, but the Buffalo Bills are better than the New England Patriots. Never thought I'd say that, Never thought you'd say that. Everything's changed. Even in the crappy sports world that doesn't exist, that's all rigged and fake. Even that's backwards. Everything is effed up, dude. Follow the money. That's all I gotta tell you. And you're gonna end up with these little people with tiny hats, and they're getting endorsed from both sides. Both sides. It's crazy. It's crazy, but if the public lets Joe Biden walk into that Oval Office, we deserve to be in FEMA camps. We deserve it. I don't care who the president is ever before. I'm not saying this one matters, but I feel like the orange fucking loser, he'll give us maybe 2 more years of whatever. This guy's just lockdown. Joe Biden, lockdown. Oh, China said do this, we're doing that. That's what he's about. That's what he's about. And he's about touching kids. He's about touching my leg hairs in the pool, and now I know about crickets. I don't know, dude. It's Joe Biden. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. Oh, you gotta watch out for that dark winter, people. And it's funny, the second Joe Biden says it, I got people texting me that I've never even, that used to shame me on Facebook posts. Shame me. How dare you think the earth is flat? How dare you think how dare you think these clouds are real? How dare you, Now they're hitting me up like, hey bro, what's Joe Biden and dark winter talking about? I almost want to be like, I don't know. I can't do that though. Can't do that. My advice, get canned goods, get water, get filters, matches, fire starters, lighters, knives, you name it. First aid kits. Should have been doing this before. I know a lot of people are going to get butt hurt. Oh, you're just sounding like Richie from butt. No, dude, I'm not. I don't have whatever. What he says makes sense. I see it happening. No one else does. No one else does. It's a trip. It's honestly a trip. 2020. And you think 2021 is going to be better. That's the funny thing. Oh, let's re-elect Donald Trump, blah, blah, blah. How about we re-elect nobody? Because America is not really that great. Never really was. Just saying. Just saying, dude. This should have been the year of reform. This should have been the year everyone was outside of the State House calling people out, this should have been, so many things should have been happened this year, but no one wanted to do it. If one person shows up outside of the State House or whatever, that does nothing. That does nothing but create negative vibes all around. But if you get 20, you get 40, you get 60, you get 100, you get 1,000, that makes a difference. But everyone was too lazy trusting the plan, getting ready for John F. Kennedy Jr. to be announced as the vice president. That was, wow, I don't believe it. I don't believe anything these people say. And how could you? How could you? Look at this sky. Like, this is what Dark Winter is all about, people. It's either going to be this... It's either... Dark Winter is happening right now with COVID. Instead of anthrax, it's COVID. They could just keep playing this card, or they could get the weather involved, which they already have. There's hurricanes like you hear about in the summer right now in the Gulf. A Category 4, I think, just rained down... what was it? God, 4 feet of rain in Nicaragua, baby? Maybe that's what it was? Or, I don't remember where. It was somewhere down in South America. And now it's coming up. It doesn't make any sense. I've never seen storms act the way they have this year. Or the last 2 years, actually. When Harvey just planted itself, went reverse, planted itself again in Houston, and then went reverse again into the Gulf to get more power, that should have been a sign. And wow, I haven't seen this place in a while. So I'm just driving by this creepy old mental institute. I don't know if you can see the whole scheme back there, but I got arrested there once, actually. Uh-oh. Here goes the earpiece. But yeah, got arrested there one time looking for unclean spirits, to say the least. Very crazy people, but everyone's got and the power of prayer right now is unbelievable, because these people are doing all this esoteric stuff. They're doing rituals. They do offerings in the form of sacrifice to beings that only make themselves known when that happens. You feel me? We should start doing the positive version of that by prayer and fellowship and helping one another. Whether it's spiritually or physically, it all counts. It all counts. You know how many times I help people out and get completely just burned? Every time. It's ridiculous. And yet, I'm still there for them. I'm still there for it. You know what I'm saying? It's, maybe I'm a sucker, but it's just something about helping people that, it's a good vibe. It's a good feeling. It's nice to see a smile on someone's face that wasn't there 20 minutes ago. You know what I'm saying? It's just, whatever. It is what it is. Be aware, be ready, be prepared, man, as the best you can. Best you can. I'm telling you, water, canned goods, dry food. I've got myself a whole bug out bag in the back seat. I got some bottles. I got plenty of canned food. And the thing is about the canned food, I know it's really not time to be picky, but get shit you can muster down cold. Like SpaghettiOs or Campbell's soup. Something that isn't like, you don't want to eat cold beans. You know what I'm saying? Like, get something you can muster down cold. That's all I can really say about it. I'm prepared for maybe 2 weeks, with no power. It's like we got to get more ready than that, Get your filters, your bottles, get whatever you can. Fire starters, blankets, first aid kits, knives, tack knives, whatever. Whatever, dude. Make sure you got some, make sure your chickens are lined up, because we might need them. We might need them. Steve JMO, I'm signing off. God bless everyone. If you're watching this right now, I'm serious, man. Get ready. Dark winter. Dark winter. Right there. Operation Solar Shield. You bet they'll use that to make it cold as shit this winter. You betcha. Sorry for all the swearing. I'm fired up, gassed up. It is what it is. I'm out.